mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
What's Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black 3, long face, skinny body. We are back, still black with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Officially Boruto 2 Blue Vortex context. Now, as of recording the video, man, I already know the chapter's already out on OP scans, OP, whatever. I ain't even read that. I'm waiting for the official release. What sense does it make for me to pay $2.99 for something that I value, you know what I'm saying? And then I can just go out somewhere else and get it for free, different type of quality, you know what I'm saying? Different whole, like, I you know how many McDonald's 3 for $3.50s, 2 for $3.50s I done missed out on with these $2.99 I've been paying once a month, bro. So of course, I don't care if OP drops the chapter 3 weeks early. I'm not reading it until it comes out on Shonen Jump. Let's break down a little bit more of these spoilers that we have, because I made sure to stay off of Twitter for too much in terms of, like, because I know that the full chapter either released yesterday or probably today, I'm not sure, but you know what I'm saying, for me it releases on Sunday. But one of the most important things I wanted to discuss, especially before we got the chapter, especially before I got to read the chapter, was the whole situation with Boruto Code and Sasuke. Now, we've seen the spoilers, right? I've talked about the spoilers in my previous video, the new designs, the new characterizations for all of these people, and all of these different things that occurred throughout the time skip that opens up the doors for new questions and, you know, new plot lines and storylines to unfold throughout the story. The major things that I believe is permanent in that aspect is definitely the absence of Sasuke. Now, as to whether it's more full context in the full chapter or not is still up in the air and debatable, but the absence of Sasuke and the presence of this new scar on Code on top of the dialogue to complement everything and put it all together, right? So it's really just a more so like, what actually happened? How did it go down? And you know, why did it go down? Because we understand Code initially thinks Kawaki is Boruto, right? Boruto is Kawaki. So now at the end of chapter 80, when he made his declaration to go after Boruto, he understands that he cannot attack the Hidden Leaf because of the situation that Ada and Damon puts him in. Now, according to Code, he came across Boruto 2 years ago and he's been chasing Boruto ever since, right? Now, what makes this interesting is because once Code comes across Sarada, right, he's like, yeah, bro, I'm out here looking for Boruto. You know, Sarada just dropped the game, bro. Done left the village high and dry 3 years ago, my guy. Like, so I don't know what type of high you're on, but you gotta, like, go ahead and get on. You feel me? Because he's not here. Like, word is simple. He's not here. It's been 3 years. I ain't seen my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I love to see him right now, but he's not here. So Cole's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I just broke it down wrongly for you, man. I know Boruto's not here. I've been chasing the little nigga for 2 years. Can't get a hold of him. I'm tired. So you know what? I'm gonna fuck up everything he loved and see what's going down right there. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say be careful what you ask for, because then if he would have never asked for it, Boruto would have never put his boot up his face. So be careful what you ask for. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. But my guy Code apparently came across Boruto 2 years ago, and ever since then he's been chasing Boruto, hasn't been able to actually come across Boruto. Now, what would cause Boruto to actually survive an encounter with Code? Now, if we were to say, oh, Boruto and Sasuke came across Code literally a week after chapter 80, even with my guy, Big Uchiha vibes, but even with Sasuke there, like, they're gonna have to die. You feel me? Because Code, unlimited, you know what I'm saying? Nobody should be, like, stomping you right now other than Damon. But now we're talking about 15, 16-year-old Boruto. Obviously, he's stomping your face in. So 12-year-old Boruto who just left the village, you know what I'm saying, just got his eyes sliced up by Kawaki, you feel me, mad chakra in the eyes and shit, nigga done down like 25% of his chakra. Like, if you come across that man right then and there, it's over, game time, bang time. So it's real interesting to see how Boruto and Sasuke came across Code a year after they left the village. And not only did they come across Code a year after they left the village, a battle was so significant to the point that upon Boruto's return to Hidden Leaf, not only is he dressed so much to the point of similarities to Sasuke, but Sasuke is not there, and Code has a brand new battle scar, an unlimited Code. So it means that it was a very, very heavy and very, like, you know what I'm saying, time consuming battle. So my best bet is a couple of scenarios that probably occurred in that time. Around that time is when most likely Boruto started getting better with the Karma Seal. He probably unlocked a few more powers. He got significantly stronger, but not strong as we see Boruto in chapter 81 or chapter 1 of the spoilers, right? Not that yet, because he still has 2 more years to get to that point. But after a year of being away from the village and a year being with Sasuke, they both, especially Sasuke, got significantly better in terms of however they're going to utilize whatever abilities that they are dealt with in their hand. You feel me? So upon Cold's, investigation, recon, probably stumbling upon a path that eventually leads him some way closer or figuring out a loophole around the Hidden Leaf village, he comes across Boruto and he's confused. He's like, why is this nigga here when he's supposed to be there? So everything went out the window for Code. This is why I said we got to explain what's going down for 3 years. That Code isn't making a move. So it turns out Code probably took a whole nother year to settle everything down, maybe get his army a little bit bigger, and then started thinking, all right, now it's time to make a move on a Hidden Leaf. And then probably upon 1 or 2 recon missions, he's like, I can't find this nigga Boruto anywhere. He comes across him randomly outside of the village, and then his whole entire game plan changes. Fuck the Hidden Leaf village. I'm gonna spend the next 2 years, not saying it's gonna be 2 years, but I'm gonna start chasing this man Boruto. And it took 2 years to get to the point where we see where, all right, you know what, forget it, back to plan A. I'm saying we finna go destroy the village. Now I believe that Code has built up frustration from their last battle, and he hasn't seen Boruto or Sasuke since 2 years ago. But since that last meeting, not only did he get his scar, but he refreshed his declaration of like, nah, this guy Boruto has to go yesterday. Why are both of his lungs still pumping oxygen inside of his body? You know what I'm saying? So that's how Code is really, it's a lot of animosity, but everybody's saying his name because at this point everybody done put their hands on Code. So it's a whole lot of animosity out here in the game, and Code is really feeling some type of way. So it was a real personal grudge. It was a real personal chase down and hunt for the last 2 years, to the point where Code realized, you know what, I gotta start playing this game smart. I came across Sasuke. Whatever happened to that man Sasuke, most likely Sasuke being the one who gave Code that scar and explained Sasuke's disappearance. Is Sasuke dead? I don't want to believe he's dead. But before we touch on to that, right, he comes across Sasuke. Sasuke does something so detrimental to this man character, right, that he spends the next 2 years chasing down Boruto after incapacitating Sasuke, but then he recollects something. Okay, this nigga Boruto and Sasuke been together all this time. They probably like that, buddy. Isn't there another Uchiha? Oh, this nigga got a daughter. Let's go beat the brakes off for Shorty, and maybe then Boruto will pop out, because I'm done chasing this man around. Like, and then I've been chasing him around. The only time I ever saw him, he done halved my vision, so now I can only half see him. Like, what is going on with Ikimoto and everybody having one eye? You feel me? So like, let's just think about that. But moving much later on down. So I believe Sasuke gave a very, very like fatal wound or a fatal blow to Code, to the point where the next 2 years after that, it was very hard for Code to not only keep up with Boruto and wherever they were going, but also to, make any significant changes in his gameplay in terms of like pressing Boruto. And now we see, obviously at this point, Boruto is so much stronger to the point where he can look Code dead in his eyes and like, bro, you don't get no girls. Like, relax and hop off of Shorty. Like, get off of Sarada's like wave. You know what I'm saying? Leave her alone. And Sarada's like, damn, this nigga crazy. You feel me? So I'm really interested to see how that's like one of the main things I'm excited to see, or excited for them to break down. What happened a year after Boruto and Sasuke left the village? How did that fight with Code go down? And what are the exact results of it, aside from Boruto becoming astronomically stronger, and his resolve is definitely deepened and sharpened? Because you see, from the point where he left the village to the point of now, it's not just, it's either like something crazy happened in between that time, or the life just sank with Boruto. Like, after 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, after 2 days, a nigga like me, like, damn, I miss my mom, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So 3 years being away from home can just do that to you. It's not just like, oh, probably Sasuke died. Maybe Sasuke's out doing recon somewhere else, right? And then Boruto's just like, bro, I've been thinking about it. I've been saying like it's just gonna be a brotherly battle, but at this, like, I'm eating out the mud, bro. Who does this to their brother? You feel me? Like, he's pissed and he's just sick of it. Or some crazy shit happened in that battle, to the point where now, as much as he was like so hell bent on Kabuki when he left the village, now his number one op is Code. Kawaki, he need to knock some sense in, but Code is his number one op, and he got something for that man. So I'm really excited to see them explain what actually went down. And if it's the case of Sasuke's death and Boruto's just now pulling up 2 years after, I ain't gonna lie, and y'all know I rocks with Boruto too. Like, Sarada, like, that's supposed to be your home since diapers, bro. pull up and tell me my pops died. Don't just pull up to me 2 years later, like after you done grieving. I gotta freshly grieve. You feel me? So unless there's some more explanations in terms of, okay, Sarada probably heard he say, she say, she looks extremely surprised. So I doubt she had any type of recollection or communication with Boruto whatsoever. I'm really excited to see not only the whereabouts of Sasuke, but the outcome of that actual battle, whether it be Sasuke or Boruto who gave Code the scar, Boruto barely escaping with his life, or even plot twist, Code barely escaping his life, having Sasuke leaving his life behind, you feel me? Or maybe Code and Sasuke barely escaping with his life, Boruto being the mediator, having to get Sasuke out of the situation. Sasuke is probably coma, bedridden the last 2 years, or like, you know what I'm saying, hands, fingers crossed, you know what I'm saying, Sasuke's on a recon mission, he's just not here, but he was definitely part of the battle 2 years ago that significantly injured Code. It's a whole lot of different scenarios to look into that situation, but it's your boy Black Jihad. Man, the first chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, 2 more days away. Holla at your boy, let me know your thoughts below. How do y'all believe the battle for Boruto and Code, Boruto and Sasuke versus Code actually occurred 2 years ago, and how do you think, you know what I'm saying, Code actually got that eye scar, and where my guy Sasuke is at right now? To my next video, holla at your boy. I'm gonna holla at y'all, Black shit out. Yes sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said